Hello everyone, welcome to part 4 of our equity investing YouTube series on basics of options. So we've learned almost everything there is to learn about call options. We will move on to the other side of the trade, that is put options, and we will simplify them for you, right? We learned previously that there are two sides to a trade, buyer and a seller. In case of a call option, buyers are bullish, sellers expect flat or bearish market. We know what an intrinsic value of call option is. We've seen payoff charts for call options, and we understand strike prices and lot sizes. Like call options speculate that the price will rise, there is also an instrument that speculates that the price will fall. It's just the inverse of a call option, that is a put option. Let us look at a put option from this video example. Say there is a builder in Pune who has created a apartment building, total area of which is 5,000 square feet, and the prevailing rate in that area is 10,000 rupees per square feet. He is trying to sell off all the buildings, and today is the 30th of June. The builder expects to sell off all the flats in the apartment complex by, say, the December 31st of the same year. But he is worried that due to the ongoing pandemic and also the demand crunch and also a lot of supply, this price might fall. And he knows that if the price falls below 9,000 rupees per square foot, his project will start going into a severe loss. That is something he wants to insure against, or another word to use is hedge against this fall in property prices, right? So he goes to the fin guy, our fin guy, right? So he says to the fin guy, this is my situation, can you help me out? So fin guy says that for a premium I can help you insure this risk. Okay, so I will sell you a put option. Okay, and the builder asks, okay, what is this put option? So the fin guy says that if the price falls below 9,200 rupees per square feet, okay, that is 800 rupees lesser, the I will completely cover all your losses. So for example, if the price falls to 8,500 rupees, that is 700 rupees below 9,200 rupees, so I will give you 700 rupees per square foot. Okay, but if the price does not fall below 9,200 rupees of the prevailing land area or the built up area, then I owe you nothing. So Pune builder says, perfect, this is exactly the product I want, but how much do I pay for this service? Okay, so the fin guy says that you have to pay a premium for this service. Okay, and this premium is, say, rupees 200 per square foot. Okay, okay, per square feet. Okay, so the builder says, okay, fair enough. I believe you. You must have done your math. Okay, let us enter into this agreement. For sake of simplicity, let us assume that he only buys one put option for 1 square foot. Okay, of course, the builder will buy 5,000 such options, but let's assume that only one option is purchased. Now we know that this option will be exercised on the 31st of December. Okay, so they have entered into this agreement that on the date of 31st of December, whatever the land rate per square foot is as on 31st of December, that will be the basis of understanding whether this put option will be having any value or not. As we know, if the price falls below 9,200, the put option will have a intrinsic value. But if the price remains above 9,200 level, okay, the option will have no value, right? So essentially the fin guy is the seller of the option and the builder is the buyer of the option. Okay, hope this is clear. So now let us quickly understand on the 31st of December, okay, what happens. And just to refresh the terminology, this is the seller, this is the buyer. The premium is paid to exercise this put option. The strike price of the put option is 9,200. Okay, so basically this is the level which determines the outcome, final outcome of the option. The spot price or price at this current time or at this spot is 10,000 rupees per square foot. Correct. The date on which the option is exercised is 30th of June, and the expiry date or the exercise date we can say is the 31st of December. So this is the D day, as we say. Okay, so let's assume different scenarios on the 31st of December. Let's say the price okay, remains at 10,000 rupees. Okay, so option will have what value? Option will have 0 value, correct? Because it is not below 9,200, right? So the builder will have lost all the 200 rupees, correct? And the fin guy or the option seller would have made this 200 rupees profit. If the price goes to 11,000 rupees, which is typically the trend in real estate, prices typically tend to go up. Again, the option, the put option, okay, will have no value, okay, whereas the builder will still lose all the premium that he paid. Fin guy owes him nothing, and fin guy has pocketed the 200 rupees premium, okay. If the price falls to say 9,000 rupees per square foot, say something happens, the price falls, now the put option has a intrinsic value of 200 rupees. How do I come to that number? 9,200 minus 9,000 is the current price at expiry, so that's 200 rupees, okay. So the builder will actually get 200 rupees, right? But he has paid 200 rupees also to the fin guy for the option, so builder makes no profit, no loss. And fin guy has received 200 rupees, but he has to pay 200 rupees to the builder. So this is essentially the 0 point, okay, where nobody makes a profit or loss on the deal. Anything below 9,000 rupees, let's see what happens. Let's take an example of 8,000 and 7,000 to understand this clearly. So at 8,000, we know that the option will have an intrinsic value of 1,200. Okay, that is 9,200 minus 8,000. And at 7,000, the same thing will be 2,200. Quite the simple math. In this case, the builder will receive 1,200 rupees per square foot on the option, and he has paid 200 rupees premium. So net he will make 1,000 rupees. Okay. Similarly, this fellow will have to part with 1,200 rupees, and he has received 200 rupees premium, so he has to part with 1,000 rupees, correct? Similarly, in the case if the price falls to 7,000, it will be 2,200 minus premium paid, so 2,000 rupees profit, and this guy will lose 2,000 rupees. Are you seeing a trend here? So for the builder or the buyer of the option, the max loss is nothing but the premium paid. Okay, that also happens to be the max profit for the option seller or the fin guy in our case. So maximum profit this guy can make is 200 rupees. Maximum loss this guy can make is 200 rupees, right? Now let us look on the other side. What is the maximum loss the fin guy can make? It is theoretically infinite, or you can say the price falls to zero. Let's take that absurd example. The price falls to zero, this fellow will own complete the options value will be 9,200. So builder will hold 9,200 minus 200 premium received, so 9,000. Okay, so builder will have a 9,000 rupee profit, and this guy will have 9,000 rupees loss. Okay, so as you can see, the fin guy loss is very high. Okay, max loss is very high, max profit is limited. And for the builder, it's the other way around. Max loss is only 200 rupees, max profit can be very high. I hope this example clearly gives you a perspective of what the put option is. To summarize, a put option is an instrument whose price depends on an underlying. Okay, there are two parties to the trade, a buyer and a seller. A buyer benefits if the price of the underlying falls below the strike price. Okay, so basically it is a bearish kind of a product, and the seller, of course, doesn't want the price to go down. The seller benefits if the price remains the same or if the price increases. Okay, again, the for the buyer, the max profit is, theoretically infinite, max loss is premium paid, and for the seller, the max profit is just the premium he receives, and max loss could be theoretically infinite. Hope you guys have now clarity about what a put option is. With a very similar example to the call option, we have explained to you a put option in very simple terms. So what have we learned? Again, like call options, put options have two sides to a trade, a buyer and a seller. They enter into an agreement in exchange for a premium which the buyer pays to the seller of the option. The put option benefits the buyer when the price falls, and it benefits the seller when the price stays flat or remains the same. The buyer can make unlimited profit but has a limited loss, and that limited loss is nothing but the premium paid. The seller can have inversely the maximum or infinite loss, and his profit is pegged to the premium received. Very similar to the call option. Something for you to think. Markets fall faster than they rise because fear spreads faster than greed. So market collapses happen very, very quickly. So as a seller of put options, you are in definitely greater risk, right? So what is the incentive for a put option seller to sell options? Why take so much risk? Hope you enjoyed this video. We will move on to more detailed study of the put option in the next video. Smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and drop your comments and questions below. Thank you for watching.